Hey guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? There she is. She's down here now. She was up top, but then she jumped down because she wants the pets and the loves. Because she's just a little kitten witten. Every time I try to get you in the shot, you jump lower. You jump puppies. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Oh, puppy. Anyway, guys, I got a bit of an issue. Well, there's multiple issues, but we'll talk about that. My first issue is, for some reason, I don't get this. I uploaded commenting on comments from episode 2. Yeah, this is coming out later on in the future. There's probably been a couple other commenting on comments, and we'll see if it happens with them too. I uploaded episode 2, and for some reason, YouTube's ad restricting it because of sensitive content. And I'm like, what sensitive content? What the hell are you even talking about? And why am I getting such a lens flare? I cleaned the lens. Okay, onward to the kitchen. I'm telling you, Dawn dish soap is such a versatile thing. If you have dirty glasses and you don't have lens cleaner, a little goop, oh Jesus, I didn't even see that there. A little goop of Dawn dish soap will solve the problem. Now, what I didn't even see there was Scampers doing her job. At least she didn't hide it like she normally does. All right, I better deal with that. Being colorblind really doesn't help this situation with these mice on this brown carpet, because like that guy blended in. The only reason why I saw him was because he wasn't level with the carpet. But I wonder if she got any others. She's pretty good. She usually leaves them out in the open for me to find, and then I can just deal with them, you know, once she's done playing with it. She doesn't really eat them. She just beats the shit out of them, which is good. That's what you want, right? That's why I have a cat, because the mice in this freaking house. Like in 2006, that's the reason why I went to the pound and got a cat. Well, I got 2, but my ex wanted Felix and I wanted Poofy, and we compromised and just got 2 cats. But yeah, so like I was saying, every time I upload a video now, for some reason it's getting flagged for review, and I don't know what the hell's going on. So the other reason why I have videos posted in advance is for this reason exactly, so that I can get them reviewed properly and find out what the issue is and go from there. Because here's the thing, you probably noticed there was ads on commenting on comments. As it stands now, those aren't my ads. Those are going straight to YouTube. I don't know if this is a new strat they're releasing to try and make more money off of smaller channels by flagging their content, or what the dice might be. But whatever. Like I said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't do YouTube for the money. I do it because I enjoy the whole process, right? The whole process. Like what I make on YouTube in a month, really, it's not that worth it. It's more or less, I just enjoy the creative content, the fun making the videos, trying to come up with new ideas, which is rough, especially when you're trying to keep to a 3 video a week schedule. Really rough. Now, I mentioned before that come winter time, if there is no content to be made, I probably might break the 3 video a week cycle and just upload whenever I can. And that's still a possibility. I'm trying my best to keep it going, but guys, you don't know what it's like winter in the north. Like right now, we're not too bad. Apparently that we're supposed to go into a La Nina winter, but it hasn't hit. So normally by now we have a little bit of snow on the ground and it stays. Last year we didn't because of the El Nino winter, but this year, same. So I don't even know if ice fishing is going to be a thing this winter again, or ever again, freak sakes, with the way the climate's gone. The world's all doing that tilting thing and it's getting darker sooner and all that shite, but whatever. We'll cope, we'll deal. Worst case, January 1st, if the lake's still open, I'll just grab my bait caster and head down and start sailing shots out and see if I can catch a perch. That's not here or there. That's not a big deal. The other thing is I've talked about it before, my weight. Like since Oreo passed, I kind of went on this little bit of a bender, if you will. Not with booze, with food. Chasing that dopamine through tasty foods, right? We've all been there. We've all done it. It happens. You fall off the wagon, and then next thing you know, you're enjoying sweets and treats and not eating whole foods and not training. Now this week, every day I've put in training time. Come down here and lift. And then I wake up at 4 a.m., have my supplements that I need, shot of protein, two scoops of protein, and then some multivitamins and this other stuff I have that increases your VO max so that you can get a sick pump when you're lifting. Then I come down here at around 5:30 lift till 6:45, have a shower, and then onward to work. And then on weekends, I don't lift because I use that there for recovery, because you don't get bigger in the gym, you get bigger recovering from the gym. So destroy yourself in the gym and let your body rebuild by giving it a lot of food. I'm switching back to carnivore because I just find it's better. Like, everybody at work is sick. Everybody's got some sort of a flu or a bug, and I'm the only one who hasn't been sick yet. And I think it's because I switched back to carnivore and I'm not bringing in like sugars and stuff that cause inflammation. Wow, Adam, where's your English at? Oh, you left it at home? Oh, okay. I noticed when I was doing carnivore for the longest time, my immune system was fantastic. Like, every day this week I've had steak and eggs, mainly because I found a sick deal on steak. I've been having steak and eggs every day of the week for breakfast. Lunch, I usually don't bother eating because I'm not hungry. And then supper, I'll come home and I'll cook something else up, like maybe pork sausages or chicken or something like that, and go from there. Because I got to get my weight back down. This is getting out of hand. Yeah, that's the other thing I need to work on. And I want to build more strength. So I've been actually changing up. Instead of doing a hypertrophy training, or as some people call it, hypertrophy, instead of doing hypertrophy training, I've actually changed it up to strength training, where you just lift as heavy as you can for as many, like 95% your 1 rep max, and try and bang out 4 reps and then do the same. The reason being is because I want to build more power for modern our knees, so that when we're sparring and we're going full out, I can get that fight over with as fast as possible. I figure I don't have the skinny structure that some of my co-fighters do in our knees. I'm a big boy, so why not have big boy power, right? Just be a straight up freaking tank. Be the guy that takes the damage and then delivers it twice-fold. So that's what I'm aiming for now. The other thing is lately I've started filming with my cell phone, mainly because I always have it on me. I don't always have the microphone system that I'm using right now on me, but I always have my phone on me, and it has a pretty decent microphone. So if something's happening and I want to catch a scene of it for the vlog or whatever, it's in my pocket at all times. I can just whip it out and go. One problem with my cell phone is I'm using the Samsung S20 FE 5G. This phone no longer receives updates. I want to get a new phone. I'm thinking about getting a new phone. This phone works, and this is what pisses me off. This phone works fine. There's no problems with it. Like, it's outdated technology. The camera on the front, the camera on the rear, outdated technology. It's 4 years old, but it still works. I don't want to replace it. But Samsung isn't doing any more security updates. Instead, they're like, you need to upgrade your phone. The S24. I'm not going to go Samsung again. I've been doing some research, and Google knows that phones last longer than 4 years. Why make this thing e-waste when I can just use it and keep using it if Samsung would support it? But because they want to make more money off of hardware, and let's face it, is the S24 really that much better than the S20? Specs-wise, processor, I don't know. Like, I can put an SD card in this one. You can't do it with any new modern phones. This doesn't have eSIM. New phones have the eSIM technology with a SIM card as well. But as far as like the specs go, this phone is still rocking. It doesn't run slow. I can run apps and it runs apps fine. It's got pretty much the same size battery as new phones. Like, this has a 4,500 milliamp hour. New phones come with what, 5,000? It's an extra 500 milliamp hours. Who cares? With AI technology on the chip, it has AI battery monitoring and all that shit, which is just a fancy word for an algorithm that goes, oh, this application isn't being used, turn it off for the time being until it's activated again, and then turn it back on. It's not really AI, it's just software optimization. But nowadays, they shove AI on anything just because that's like the trending word, right? Oh, it's got AI. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. So what I'm looking at actually is getting away from Samsung. The reason being is Samsung is only good for 4 years worth of security updates. Now, I know a lot of you out there, you have the same cell phone plans we do in Canada, where you get your phone, pay for it for 2 years, and then the phone is yours, and then you can go in and upgrade and get another phone and keep doing that every 2 years. And I know a lot of people who do that. I don't know why. It's expensive, but hey, to each their own. I don't do that. I will run a phone until that phone is completely dilapidated. I ran my Samsung Galaxy S4 to the point where the power button no longer worked, and I had a workaround for that. It wasn't until the networking cards inside, like the radio that connects to the satellites, the cell towers, and the Wi-Fi chip completely flaked out and the phone no longer worked. And then I literally went to Staples and bought a Zenfone 2 and then a Zenfone 3. And I used those for the longest time. And then I made the mistake of buying that Razr phone. That thing was a piece of shit. Great phone, but you couldn't do calls on it. So what's the point of having a phone if you can't call people on it? That's just no bueno. Then I went to the S8. I bought Rex's girlfriend's old Samsung S8 and used that for a while. I used that for a good 2 years until I switched providers and then got this thing. And I've been using this here now from 2021 until now. And I wouldn't upgrade it. I would keep it going if it was getting the security updates. But Samsung will only offer security updates on their devices for 4 years. And then afterwards, they expect you to replace it or deal with a phone that could be potentially compromised as the OS gets older and new vulnerabilities are found in it, making it not a safe device to use. Now, mind you, I don't really use my phone that much. I use it mainly for doing videos nowadays. And I know a lot of people out there, they use their phone as a computer. They go on Facebook on their phone. They use TikTok on their phone. When they're at home, they'll load Netflix on their phone and streamcast it to their television. You know, they don't have stuff set up where they can just not use their phone as their main device. Like I have computers upstairs. When I'm home, I use that for all my searching. I don't even touch my phone barely unless I'm going to make a video, like right now. So that's why I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now, if I did get a new phone, I'm thinking about the Google Pixel 9 Pro. The reason being is Google Pixel, it's Android. It's not One UI. It's not Sense UI. It's not some skinned version of Android. It's naked freaking Android. Bone stock, no bells, no whistles, simple, easy peasy. The other reason why I'm thinking about the Google Pixel is it has some pretty impressive cameras on it. Now, the one thing that I do dislike about modern phones is no external storage. Now, I understand the reason why they got away from this is because SD cards can be a little bit slower than built-in memory. However, I can get the Google Pixel, like right now this phone here has 128 megs or 128 gigs of storage, and then I have a 128 gig SD card put into it for 256 gigs. You can get a 256 gig Pixel, or you can get the 512 gig Pixel, which is probably what I'll do. I'll get the 512 gig, and that way there I got plenty of storage so that if I'm taking videos and that, it's not a big deal. It also has a lot better lenses on it, cleaner lenses, AI audio buffering through the Tensor G4 processor. So I'm thinking Pixel 9. Now, does anybody in my audience have this phone? Can you make any suggestions? Is it worth it? Is it a good phone? Is it a good phone? I won't go Apple. I already discussed that. I can't go Apple. I do appreciate the way Apple integrates with all their technology. Like you can use iMessage on the iPhone, the iPad, and the MacBooks, and it integrates perfectly. You know, if you're filming with your iPhone and you have a MacBook, your videos go to the iCloud, and then you can just pull them into iTunes or iVideo or whatever the frick it's called, iMovie on the MacBook and start editing, or Final Cut on the MacBook and start editing. Same with the iPads. You know, you can just film with your phone and then bring it into the iPad and do all your edits and then upload. I appreciate that technology. What I can't get behind is the operating system. I just don't like the way it works. I think it's not for me. I like the way Windows works as far as computers goes. It's a lot of people are like, oh, Windows sucks, Windows sucks. Well, it does the job for me. And with Windows 11, with native Android support and native Linux support, you can actually install a Linux kernel. I was going to call it Linux and piss people off, but I really, really, really like Windows now. Like Windows 11 has been a game changer. And like I'm running Android apps, like Windows apps on my PC. Like I got Wise running on there so that I can look at my cameras around the house. Mind you, I was doing it with FFmpeg. So I have that set up so that the AI subsystem can view the cameras and see if people are coming to the door or anything's in the backyard or whatever. Anybody's in the driveway, which is how the shot of me getting freaking railed with the boat trailer there. That's how that was made. Was the AI system captured the incident and stored it. So yeah. But I'm thinking about getting a new phone because this one here being end of life. Now the thing is Rogers has a trade-in plan. I looked it up and they're like, it's like $50. they'll give me $50 for this phone. It still records good. I might keep it as a second angle phone for the videos, you know. Don't need to plug a microphone into it for a second angle. If I want to use it for B-roll, I can just use it for B-roll and go from there. Like, it doesn't need a SIM card for that. It just needs to be able to turn on and take video. So I think I should be all right with that. I have my S8 as well for the same thing, but it doesn't shoot as well as this thing does. So yeah, that's my battle plan. Probably gonna get the Pixel 9. I might go to Rogers today after work. I might go to Rogers this weekend and see about a deal. We got one in the mall, so I'm gonna go check it out and see what they can do and do what they can see. Because I think the Pixel 9 Pro, I want to get the Pro, not just the 9. Like, I kind of want the Pro with all the extra bells and whistles because I think it'll be better. So yeah, another thing that happened. You guys remember back in the day, the legacy people, the people who've been here forever and who watch the streams. Remember when we used to play Grand Theft Auto and all that back in the day? Well, one of the guys that I play with, Chuch It Big Time, reached out and he informed me of something that I didn't know. So apparently Microsoft has a Game Pass where you pay a fee every month of like $20 a month, like a Netflix subscription, and you get access to tons and tons and tons of video games. Kind of like Steam, but it's like a rent. So if you stop paying the subscription, you can't play these games anymore. He informed me that like he plays mainly on his Xbox because his PC, like he still has the same PC from back in the day. It's an i5 6500 with GeForce RTX 2070, which is kind of crazy because that's a lot of video card for such a little processor, but whatever. Processor bottlenecking can always be fun. He informed me that with Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass, a lot of the games are backwards compatible, or cross-platform compatible, I should say. So he can be on his Xbox playing, and we're going to try it with Battlefield 2042. He can be on his Xbox playing Battlefield 2042. I can be on my PC playing Battlefield 2042, and we can team up. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, because on the Xbox, you use the controller. I can't play first-person shooters with a controller unless it's like Grand Theft Auto, because it has that auto lock-on feature. When you pull the lock trigger, it just targets the nearest bad guy. But with shooters, I find it awkward to use a controller. I'm better with a keyboard and mouse. But I don't know if that's going to give me an unfair advantage against console users unless they're like Pantene Pro with a controller. But we'll have to see how that works out. So might be doing some live streaming this weekend. We'll see. And we might be playing something like Battlefield 2042. Get Chuch on board and see how that works out. Could be a fun time. Could be a fun time. So yeah, I picked that up because I didn't realize the Acer Loser Nitro Suckface actually comes with 6 months of Ultimate Xbox Pass or Xbox Game Pass. I didn't know this. I had no idea. So he was talking about it and I was like, oh, I'll check it out. So I jumped on the Acer today and went to launch it. And it's like, you have a 6-month pass and then recurring it's $22.99 here in Canada. $20 in the US or something like that. It's like, do you want to activate it now? And I said, yeah, sure, activate it. Go ahead. So it's activated now. I installed Battlefield 2042. There's a whole whack load of games on there that I'm gonna have to go through. Like maybe I can stop spending money on Steam and just start playing random games on there because I'm already paying for that, so might as well. But yeah, so there's gonna be some new games coming to the channel. For live streams. Yeah, this channel is a Heinz 57 channel for anybody new to the channel. This is literally, I don't have a niche. I just do whatever the hell I want and you can either watch it or don't. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I've never been one for niche channels. I tried to do one before with the Northern Tech and I was like, this is dumb. I like doing whatever the hell I want to do. And if people watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. Like I said, I'm not here to make money. I'm just here to enjoy the whole process of making YouTube videos. I'm on my lunch right now. I'm currently at work from home. And I figured I'd shoot a video because I wanted to bring up this whole thing with my phone being outdated. And I didn't realize that Scamper's murdered a mouse. So that's pretty cool. That explains why she was at the door last night meowing loudly. She probably wanted me to come down and praise her. But I was too busy sleeping. Well, sort of. She woke me up with the meows because she does this like deep meow, this like really, really crazy meow. And now I know why she was doing it. It's because she killed a mouse and she wanted to let me know. So that's cool. Probably shouldn't have told her to shut the hell up last night now. I feel kind of bad about that, but I feel kind of bad, Kitten Witten. Why do you gotta do that? Why do you gotta do that? You gotta like come up and headbutt the camera. It's almost as bad as back in the day when I used to film Oreo and he'd have to do that, come over and just sniff the camera and I'll hear on the mic. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shut her down here. So let me know what you think of the Google Pixel 9 Pro, if it's a good idea or a bad idea, or I'm probably just going to pull the trigger anyway, regardless of what you say, because this video is coming out later and I'm a little antsy. But yeah, on that note, guys, I'm going to shut her down here, head her back upstairs, and finish this work shift. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. Remember, commenting on comments. Just saying, the more comments, the more I can comment. Yeah, that makes sense. Until next time, guys, live it to win it, and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.